Okay, so this is the absolute basic equipment that you need to record music. This is all the equipment that I use to record our album that's going to come out soon. This is the basic equipment you need for recording. You can't record without this stuff. This is sort of like the minimum that you need if you're on a budget. So first of all, you need a computer, obviously, and you need a program. So I use a Mac, and GarageBand is like a fine program. If you want to get more advanced, you could go like Logic Pro, Ableton, stuff like that. But I just use GarageBand and it's fine. I don't know what programs to use if you have a Windows, but there are probably some good free ones or cheap ones. But getting into the equipment, there are two main things that you need when it comes to equipment. First of all, you need an audio interface. You plug that into the computer. It will have a USB port that you can plug into the computer. And then you need a microphone. That's how you're going to record all your vocals. A good recording microphone. There's a difference between a recording and a performing microphone, so make sure that you get a recording microphone. This is what a recording microphone looks like. This is what my one looks like. And this is what an interface looks like. So, yeah, the microphone will come with a lead. You plug that lead into the interface. In the program, you'll be able to record it. The second main thing that you 100% need is an electronic keyboard and a Midi interface. Basically, what a Midi does is it lets you change the sound in the program. So, on your electric keyboard, that's mine over there in the background. So on your keyboard, you might be able to make a piano sound, or maybe you can make an electric keyboard sound and like a string sound and something like that, just with the keyboard settings. But what a Midi does, it lets you do anything in the program. So any of the sounds that the program has, you can make with just your keyboard. So you press on a G, instead of it just being a piano sound, it could be a trumpet or an organ, a harp, anything, a synth, literally anything. And I actually recorded all the drums with my keyboard, which is weird because I can't play drums to save my life. So I put it into piano terms, which I understood. So when you get a keyboard, you want to make sure that it has a Midi output. So this is what it looks like on the back. This is what a Midi output will look like. And you can plug your little Midi interface. You got to get, it's really small. It's kind of cute actually. It's like, I'll put up a photo here. This is the interface that I got. You plug the USB into the computer, and then you plug the other things into the keyboard. There's two of them, but on the little cables it should say which one to plug into which. Another thing that's an option is a little Midi keyboard that's like 2 or 3 octaves, maybe 4, and that has a USB port already in it, so you don't need the interface. You can just plug that keyboard into the computer. But there's some downsides to that. The good parts is that it's good for recording on the go. It's cheaper because it's just a little thing, but it's not very good for practice or performing or like just creating in general. I find it much easier doing it with a big keyboard because it's just everything there in front of you rather than having to change octaves through the program. So those are the essentials, the absolute essentials that you need, because without that you can't record music. But there are a few extras that I also got that just make it a lot easier, because you can make an acoustic guitar with the Midi keyboard, but it sounds a lot better if you get an actual acoustic electric guitar. So what I have is I have an acoustic electric guitar. So it's basically an acoustic guitar but with a pickup. So you have to get a guitar lead, and you can plug that guitar lead into the guitar and then into the interface. You can record acoustic guitar and it sounds really good. Another thing I have is a bass. Sometimes it's actually better to record bass with the Midi, but just depending on what type of sound you want. If you want a more gritty sound, then it's gonna be better to record it through the interface. Another thing I have is I have an electric ukulele. It's pretty good. It's actually the same one as Thomas Joseph. Basically, when I'm a pretty big 21 Pilots fan. But when I first started being a 21 Pilots fan, I started learning ukulele because of them, because every clicky learns ukulele. For Christmas, my dad got me this same ukulele as Thomas Joseph, and it's beautiful. And don't say that I'm copying him, because I didn't pick it, my dad did, but it's good, and I'm not ashamed of it. So, Basically, it's the same as an acoustic electric guitar. Plug it into the interface, and then I can record it, and it's cool. So if you want to put ukulele in your songs, definitely get a ukulele with a pickup. And another thing I have that I haven't actually used, because it's kind of bad, is I have an electric drum kit with a Midi output. My one's kind of cheap, and it was for my brothers because they wanted to learn drums, and they got it off of Gumtree for like 90 bucks. So it's not very good, and I tried recording drums with it and it didn't work, so I just went back to the piano. Those absolute basics of recording. Thanks for watching. Check out our other videos. Subscribe. Capes and Crowns, good band. Peace out.